Jakarta. MPL Indonesia Season 17 is powered by Munta. Supported by Esports Federation of Indonesia. Presented by official gaming phone, Infinix. Official e-wallet, GoPay. Official gaming chair, Tidak. We own this.
Season 17 hari yang kedua, minggu yang ke-6. Luar biasa sekali, kita semakin dekat menuju ke babak playoff dan pastinya dari seluruh tim akan memberikan kejutan-kejutan serta formula-formula barunya yang akan bertanding khususnya di hari ini. Karena hari ini akan menjadi hari yang cukup panjang. Di malam minggu kita akan menyaksikan 3 match. Dan sebagai match pembuka kita akan melihat adanya alter ego yang akan bertemu dengan EVOS Esports untuk kedua kalinya. Di mana EVOS Esports kemarin baru saja mengalami 2 kali kekalahan. Dan di match kali ini apakah dari sang macan putih akan mengamuk kembali atau bahkan dari tim alter ego yang masih mempertahankan momentumnya. Selain itu, kalau kita melihat, kita melaju ke match berikutnya. Di match yang kedua akan ada teman-teman dari Onyx Esports yang akan melawan TLID. Di sini pastinya Sabila yakin banget teman-teman super fans juga penasaran bagaimana berjalannya match-match kita hari ini. Karena kalau kita ngeliat di match yang kedua nantinya apakah dari tim Onyx akan kembali mendominasi atau bahkan dari King Kevin Maharaja beserta teman-temannya yang akan menjadi tim yang ketiga untuk dapat mendumbangkan sang Raja Langit. But kita masih punya keseruan lainnya, last but not least kita akan melihat adanya Bigatron by Vitality yang akan bertemu dengan tim RRQ Hoshi, di mana pastinya di sini khususnya Kingdom amat sangat menunggu kemenangan dari tim RRQ Hoshi. Kita penasaran bersama-sama apakah di match kali ini, di match yang ketiga untuk hari ini, tim RRQ bisa bangkit, bisa mendapatkan kemenangannya, atau dari Bigatron by Vitality yang benar-benar mereka pastinya akan berjuang untuk mengamankan upper bracket di playoff nanti. Tapi di sini aku sudah melihat ramai banget. Sudah ada teman-teman super fans, aku pengen dengar dulu suaranya dari Alter Champs dulu. Mana suaranya? Wow, sudah panas sekali. Jangan mau kalah, aku akan bertanya dari sisi berikutnya. Ada EVOS Fans, mana EVOS Fans? Menggelegar sekali semangat yang diberikan di MPL Arena hari ini. Tapi sebelumnya Sabila Join mengingatkan bahwa MPL Indonesia tidak dapat berjalan selancar sekarang tanpa dukungan para sponsor dan juga partner. Karena MPL Indonesia powered by Munton, supported by PBSI, presented by official gaming phone Infinix, official e-wallet ada GoPay, official gaming chair ada Tidak. Tidak lupa untuk partner ini sports kita ada Garnier, Bayu, Dunia Games, GamesMax dan juga OnePlay. Untuk supplier pastinya di sini ada IndiHome, Klik Indomaret, Yummy Choice dan juga Aqua. Baiklah, sekali lagi di sini ya, Sabila tuh pengen ingetin biar kalian nantinya nggak ketinggalan dan juga nggak kehabisan tiket. Karena dari kemarin-kemarin Sabila selalu ingetin buat teman-teman super fans untuk amankan hari ini di tanggal 2 ya, kalian siapkan untuk smartphone kalian biar kita bisa seru-seruan bareng, biar kita bisa menyaksikan dan bisa menjadi saksi siapakah yang akan menjabat ataupun siapakah yang akan mendapat nih gelar King Phoenix untuk MPL Indonesia season yang ke-17. Dan sekali lagi mungkin sekarang ya sudah hadir di MPL Arena maupun teman-teman yang lagi nonton di rumah langsung saja di standby-kan untuk smartphone-nya masing-masing. Dan untuk yang ada di MPL Arena nanti Sabila minta tolong kita semua boleh ya kita countdown bareng-bareng untuk dibukanya tiket dari playoff MPL Indonesia season 17. Dimana pastinya untuk di playoff ini kita bisa seru-seruan bersama, kita bisa semakin dekat satu sama lain atau bahkan bisa menemukan teman-teman dan juga komunikasinya yang luar biasa nantinya. Jadi dari nggak kenal bisa tiba-tiba jadi kenalan dan menambah teman juga. Nah, kita sudah memasuki 19 bahkan 17 detik lagi untuk pembelian tiket dari playoff MPL Indonesia season 17. Langsung saja dari 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ini dia tiket playoff dari MPL Indonesia season 17. Sudah bisa dibeli. Jadi langsung saja teman-teman semua buka websitenya di id/mpl.com/tiket ya. Jadi gampang banget, langsung aja nih kalau gampangnya ya saya bilang kasih tahu. Jadi id/ticket.com/tiket gitu ya. Langsung aja kalian beli di sini karena kalian yang pertama harus amankan dulu untuk tanggalnya dari tanggal 10 sampai dengan 14 Juni 2026. Ingat ya, kita akan seru-seruan bareng, ajak teman-teman kalian, ajak keluarga boleh, ajak pacarnya boleh biar bisa MPL date juga. Kita benar-benar mengenal satu sama lain karena sekali lagi Sabila pengen ingetin bahwa MPL Indonesia itu milik kita bersama. Dan Sabila pengen ingetin juga buat super fans yang ada di rumah, jangan lupa untuk tetap dukung tim favorit kalian yang akan bertanding khususnya di match yang pertama kita kali ini. Kita akan melihat bagaimana perjalanan dari tim Alter Ego ataupun dari tim EVOS Esports berjalan di match pembuka kita kali ini di MPL Indonesia season 17.
Playoff tickets are officially available, ladies and gentlemen, so go ahead and check it out at our official website because obviously you don't want to miss it. 6 teams are going to be fighting for their lives to make it to MSC as well, not just to be the new Infinix. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the English broadcast with me, Eterna, alongside Mirko as well as Arashi for the next 3 matches rather. And our first match of the day is going to be EVOS versus Alter Ego, number 6 and number 4 on our current standing.
I mean, we saw just a close match yesterday. Number 2 took on number 8, and it was a nail-biter of a game for both those teams, right? Navi were able to take Dewa to a full 3-game series, and in those first 2 games, it was as close as, I mean, you wouldn't expect that. So 4 and 6, it'll be even more 50-50 today, and then the next week, and then all the way to playoffs. So get your playoff tickets now.
Don't want to miss it, man. Especially because right now, again, like Mirko mentioned, even though teams are all the way down, if there's a difference in standings, it doesn't always guarantee that the matches are going to be stale. It's no longer that kind of time, you know? So make sure you take full advantage of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. But of course, after EVOS versus Alter Ego, we'll have our second match of the day later on, and that's going to be TLID versus Onyx. Not sure how I feel about that match. But our third match, we have BTR and RRQ. So things should shift, especially from the first match of the day as we take a look at the standings here presented to you by the official gaming phone Infinix GT50 Pro.
As we can see, Onyx, of course, is still very dominant on top, but they were United actually catching up to them with their recent success. And again, all the way on the bottom, though, I think the team that has a lot of attention is the team that's still going strong in one way or another, RRQ.
Is there still a chance?
Yeah, of course.
If we're talking statistics, there is still a chance for Araki Hoshi. But if we're talking realistic, it's a bit different, right? Because what does a chance mean? With a 0.5%, I believe, chance to make it to playoffs, they will have to go on a ridiculous win streak, going 2-0 every single match. And also, that's not enough. They'll also have to hope for the teams on the 6th place, 7th place, 8th place to continue their lose streak to make way for them. So realistically, it's basically almost done, but we can never say it's done until statistically it's 0%.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There is a chance.
There is a chance.
There's a chance.
But I feel like it's a tall order. I mean, if we look at the standings earlier on, it was Navi at number 8. And Navi's been performing really well, especially coming to the second leg of the season.
And that's why it's really crazy. A lot of people have been really critiquing RRQ, saying that they are playing abysmally. And in some factors, they are. But honestly, the other teams are just getting so much better that it's kind of hard to really watch them make improvements and still fall short of the competition.
Yeah, so we're going to see exactly how the next 3 matches are going to go. And considering like the patch changes and so on and so forth, do you think we might be expecting something interesting today?
What, an upset?
Oh, you think?
I mean, BTR are called the Robin Hoods of MPL ID, you know. They are the streak breakers as well. They broke the 100% win streak of Onyx in this season. They broke the 100% win streak of TLID. They broke the lose streak of Navi and Geek Fam. And I was pretty surprised that they didn't break the lose streak of RRQ the first time around. It looked so close. Riza was playing game 1. Game 2, Moreno stepped in. And with an early game comp, they went late game. I was like, oh man, it's actually going to be a 2-0 loss for BTR. But then, there goes the problems again for RRQ, right? Which one's more depressing, Arashi? The fact that your team shows glimpses of brilliance but throws the game through like those individual, very unintentional, very just random throws, or just being plain out bad.
I mean, on paper, right? The fact that they were able to make it a bit more of a competition, you know, keep you on your toes is great. But sometimes you have to wonder, man, like the false hope, let's say it. You know, it gets pretty draining at times, but hey man, there's a chance.
I can imagine. But let's focus back onto our first match of the day. What does EVOS need to do to avenge their leg 1 loss against Alter Ego? Considering if we take a little bit of a flashback to week 2, it was a 2-1 victory for Alter Ego against the White Tigers. Give Albert an assassin, A, B, win Erlan's lane, C, screening on Alex's move. Arashi, what man are you?
I feel like I'm like an A man on that one.
A-man.
I feel like, because honestly, especially number C is a bit vague, man. Like Alex does so many different things in a game. What do you mean when you want to screen him? Are you trying to keep his aggression down? Are you gonna try and get past him when he's playing defensive? It's such a vague statistic, but this isn't though. Climbing to be the greatest.
MPL ID XP laners all-time data. We have Nino, Boots, Luke, and Pai actually. So Nino's up top there in total assists. Meanwhile, for the side of EVOS, we have Luke at number 3 for total damage taken. And Nino short thereafter.
Yes, I'm not too surprised. It is very impressive though that Luke, after having a bit of a break in his professional career, is still up there in the numbers, man. Shows you again that win or lose, the guy is present in the game, right? If he's winning, that's where the damage comes through. If he's losing, he'll at least tank a lot of damage. So he's definitely someone to look out for in this current meta where every single role can have an impact, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm being biased here, but hey, total assists, Luke is in number 3, and total damage taken, Luke's been number 3 as well. This guy was inactive last season. He joined MPL ID season 10, and Nino as well. The fact that he was a gold laner for the majority of his career, right? And then after season 14, moving over to the XP lane. So he's only had a few seasons as an XP lane, yet he's garnered this many stats already. It's pretty impressive getting all the way to number 1 in total assists for Nino.
Actually, that makes sense because it's not average.
Exactly. And I don't know if they actually counted based on when they swapped to XP for Nino specifically, or if this is all-time stats. Because if it is, then the stats are kind of skewed, right? He was a gold laner in the past.
Although, to be fair, remember, back then, fighters were in the gold
Season 7,
laner. So there's a bit of that at play, but it's still impressive nonetheless.
Interesting. All right, so we're going to be expecting a very interesting showdown in the EXP lane, obviously between Luke as well as Nino. But of course, going back to the question earlier that we asked to the audience, right? Albert back on the Assassins. We've seen EVOS going for a particular strategy, especially lately. It seems like it's more Erlan focused. So will we be expecting them to shift that strategy again?
Well, we have to hear from them themselves, actually.
Okay. So with that, let's take a look at their ping test and hear what they have to say about their next matchup.
Lawan Luke ini heart rate lo harus tinggi banget.
Iya, tapi gue nggak tahu sih Meng gimana caranya Meng heart rate gue tinggi.
Nah, gue punya saran no.
Apa tuh?
Kalau misalnya lu diantara lu yang ketahuan misalnya heart rate-nya tinggi, lu bakal dapet sertifikat GH baru no.
Maksudnya kayak balap lari gitu?
Ya kayak gitulah.
Oh,
kalau misalnya yang kepergok Kodel win duluan ya. Lu
Ya.
bakal
Kalau itu mah lu yang mau, Meng.
ya.
Itu mah lu yang mau.
Emang lu nggak mau?
Mau sih, Meng.
Ya, yaudah.
Kalau urusan sertifikat tanah mah gue mau sih, Meng.
Ya udah itu doang no, udah bisa
Itu doang.
dibicarakan selalu. XP sekarang tuh landing doang atau gimana? Emang
Ya menurut gue sih, gue tipikal orang yang pengen nge-landing aja sih, Meng.
landing nge-web
Iya.
terus berarti ya?
Apa?
Nge-web
Iya
terus.
enak.
Enak.
Enak soalnya nge-web. Enak soalnya, Meng, kalau nge-web.
Iya, XP kayak gitu ya karena mainnya.
Iya. XP mah begitu, Meng.
Turtle kagak turtle.
Buset dah, sakit hati gue kalau kagak turtle mah.
Woi Dut,
Boy, Heng.
no hari ini boy, gimana boy?
Iya bro,
Siap lu lawan
Jauki
Dino.
FS Heng, lu tahu? Jauki FS El Sabar.
Lu tahu F-nya apa?
Apa?
Fighter.
Woi, lu tahu S-nya apa? Sabar.
No, lu kayak no ya. Lu lawan
pensi
lu,
gua bro, Nino.
gimana lawan Nino? Nino
Gua gak bakal
sabar.
suruh Nino pensi, aman aja.
Emang siapa yang suruh Nino?
Besti lu.
Lu lawan Nino. Nino orangnya sabar. Lu
Ya.
suka perang.
Ya.
Gimana lu? Siap gak lu lawan Nino? Lu kalau mau
Kerja
jadi dewa
gini.
perang, lu jadi dah dewa perang hari ini dah.
Dia perang.
Iya, yang
Kan
penting.
dia orangnya sabar banget, Heng.
Udah, jangan bahas itu dah.
Enggak, lu dengar dulu. Kan dia orang sabar.
Ah.
Gua buat dia gak sabaran.
Oke, jadi lu
Gimana?
harus jadi dewa perang sama dia ya.
Ya.
Lu harus perangin dia
Ya,
terus.
aman banget,
Lu
aman
mau main XP damage apa XP tank nanti hari ini?
XP Demek.
XP damage, gua kasih tahu lu harus targetnya ke core.
Ya, tapi lu jangan mati.
Lu juga jangan mati.
Kita berdua jangan mati banyak.
And that was the ping test for both of the teams, and we didn't really get any valuable info from that. But hey, at least they're in high spirits.
I mean, technically, we got a bit of a leak there. Luke wants to play damage EXP
I don't-
laners.
I mean,
Sounds like him, man.
yeah, true, but sometimes the players like to troll during
That-
their ping tests.
that is
you know,
true. That is
their interviews as well. But it's safe to say that we're gonna see Hijume for Alter Ego, not Cyrus.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
sure about that.
because yesterday they did play Hijume. I don't know if it's gonna be Cyrus or Hijume. That's a good question. Evos though, I agree. Put Luke on damage.
Okay, we'll see whether or not that happens as we take a look at the official team lineup for Alter Ego. And it looks like from the ping test and in the official starting lineup, it's going to be Hijume alongside Dino, Yasuke, Alec, as well as RP. The three face masks at number 4 looking to climb ranks and maybe the upper bracket.
Can they rise back to their peak form at M7? The big question here today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on the stage, Alter Ego Esports.
This is a team with a lot of expectations. They've been ramping up the intensity. They've had interesting moves in the previous weeks, but it seems like now finally they're starting to put some throttle on the pedal, and they're trying to get a dominant finish to the season in the second leg.
And on the other side, we're going to welcome the official roster for the White Tigers with Luke. Wait, what? Few's not going to be playing in this match. It's Freaky in the mid lane. Right now, the White Tigers are sitting at a 2-time lose streak, losing to Onyx and Bigatron. Is this the right decision?
Only Evos have done the unachievable here in Indonesia, raising the World Championship trophy, the first of its kind. Getting a 2-time world champ in their lineup, I thought for sure, we thought for sure he beat the starter, but today, the newcomer Tricky comes back on stage to take his place. Will the White Tigers rise with this change? Will they find what is needed with this change? Welcome the legendary White Tigers. This is EVOS.
This is EVOS trying to be a bit tricky, or are they going to find themselves in a tricky situation? Let's see how this plays out. A bold move here to kick off the second leg. Oh man.
I'm still actually quite stunned with this decision. I mean, despite EVOS being on a 2-time lose streak, we can say that even through their losses against Onyx and BTR, who are currently very strong, especially here in this season, it was very close. It felt like only minor things needed to be done, but they completely swapped out Few, who everyone has actually been anticipating in terms of performance. What do you think is the idea behind this?
Either they're really concerned that Zephyr has downloaded their information and they're trying to throw a curveball, or something is happening behind the scenes. But honestly, considering their performances and how they've looked, it's hard to believe that there is anything really serious happening, right? They seem to be in sync. They seem to be in high spirits as well.
What do you think about this?
It's a shocker. I don't know. Because if the changes of roster for the mid lane Tricky or few, if it happened early on in the week, then in the season, then it would make sense. You know, they would still be trying to experiment, trying to see what fits the roster best. But week 6, a change this late into the season may have a different meaning. It may be that Tricky is going to be the main starter for the rest of the season.
And I guess this is where the trial begins. We asked you earlier, ladies and gentlemen, what does EVOS need to do to avenge their leg 1 loss against Alter Ego? And it seems like 64% of you, so majority of you, think that they need to give Albert an assassin. We've seen him lately on, you know, the Baxias, the tanks in the jungle. So coming back to our topic from before the lineup started, what do you think about this? Do you think that EVOS needs to look for something different in terms of strategy, not just being Erlan focused?
Well, see, the way I see it, right? Just because you want to play airline focus does not mean Albert cannot be on an assassin, right? The fact is, when Albert is making moves around your team, you're taking away attention from Erlan and vice versa. So I think especially with how they've been looking and how calculated their playstyle has been, it's not impossible for them to go for this strategy with a lot more carries than you would initially see and have a flexible approach to who will actually carry the game and deal damage.
And it would be a lot harder for the enemy team to look for an opportunity, right? Other than putting all your eggs in one basket. We're looking at the stats here for Erlan, the Forgotten Tiger, and he's been really impressive this season. But people are starting to address that as well, and I feel like a team like Alter Ego will look for opportunities like that.
Oh, for sure, especially when they have the executioner right here. Number 1 gold laner with a total kills of 115. 1 Maniac and 2 Savages, if I'm not mistaken. This guy is definitely a problem, man. But again, a lot of people have been lobbing some criticism towards Alter Ego and saying that, hey, all this time, Arfi has been the star of the show. Where is everyone else? Where is the carry Nino? Where is the carry Hijun?
He's only played 3 seasons. Arfi. And he's already number 1 in Savage stats. He has 5 Savages to his name, 2 Savages just this season. And that's why we started calling him the Executioner. It's just because it's so uncanny as well. The way that he gets these Savages, you know, for the longest time, the Savages of Vermont, the Savages of Skylar, we would see the impact straight up. But for RP, it's like you see Azuke, you see all the other players on the team make the plays, and then all of a sudden it's a random Savage from RP. He has a way of just executing that crazy style while being in the shadow.
But that's also thanks to Sky Piercer.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think we do need like an adjusted style, like Savage post Sky Piercer and before, because it definitely is more impressive back in the day.
Because RV's been able to find these Savages through his Obsidias, his Rangers, heroes that he's utilized with in pairing with the Sky Piercer. So we might be expecting something similar today, considering that. Do you think we're going to be seeing, power picks as well for Erlan? Do you think we're going to be seeing the Moskov today?
For sure. I think both teams really want to try and see how far the gold lane can go. And dude, Arfi and Erlan are both very well versed at laning in the gold lane. So keep your eyes open. You never know what you're going to get. Dangerous grass, perhaps.
Okay.
Broken walls.
Oh, damn.
That's cheating.
Hey, that's a Sky Piercer kill right there.
Chaos. Kill secure. But let's get into the drafting phase, ladies and gentlemen, presented to you by the official gaming phone Infinix GT50 Pro. We have EVOS on first pick, Alter Ego on the second. Harley Focus already banned out. Meanwhile, Alter Ego already a Selena ban in the first phase. Respecting Tricky, Selena ban?
Yes. Last time we saw Tricky play, it was the Selena that came around together with the Garakacha. So you gotta respect it here, even though it hasn't been seen, Alter Ego or not, in a safe spot right now.
Yeah, they seem to be really cautious about this macro approach, right? The Chip and the Selena both really good at controlling zones of areas, you know, vision as well. Especially if we talk about the potential for the junglers to carry, don't forget, we talked about the gold lane matchup, but Albert and Yazuke is another matchup that you gotta keep your eyes on. I think both teams definitely have ideas for the jungle approach.
Ooh.
Big respect.
Yeah.
Freya banned out by Alter Ego, not allowing EVOS to pick that one up for themselves. With the Jushin banned out, are we expecting a Marcel first pick? It looks like they will still go for the Marcel. Going to be able to get more info as well in the early stage of the game. And I think that's where things are going to get tested for Alter Ego. They need to look for a next 2 strong pick to control mid.
Well, they have the Leo Mord. That's the immediate the thought right here. If they want to combo it with the Zetian, it's a combo that's being very popular right now. You can use it defensively, aggressively. Gives you options to really be unpredictable. Alter Ego has shown it before, but maybe that's a bit too textbook for their taste, right? They might go with some other picks to have a healthy amount of flex potential to throw EVOS off.
I like it. I like this response here. I thought EVOS were actually going to go for the first pick Suyo instead of the Marcel. Justin's already banned the Phobius and the Harley as well, right? So really right now you're looking at a jungle that's only going to be Leomord Suyo if they don't go past the traditional pick. So for EVOS now, it gets really tough to pick a hero in the jungle for Albert.
I was wondering, we've been seeing a lot of Joy appearances in our neighboring regions, the jungle.
right.
And I mean, back in the day, it was the Joy.
Is that in Malaysia?
I think PH as well, no?
I don't know. I haven't seen the Joy in the Philippines, I think, and I haven't been watching in Malaysia. But it will just be the Leomord. I'm not too big of a fan of the Joy in the current meta, no. But I am a fan of the Harriet. Harriet's great. Good answer to the Suyo too.
And right now, EVOS, they have multiple ways to really dictate the pace of the fight. They can start it, they can disengage with the Marcel as well. Man, Alter Ego though, with the Granger, this is a lot of executing potential. We just talked about how EVOS might go with a strong damage dealer in the jungle and the gold lane.
Yeah.
Alter Ego going straight there.
Is it safe to say that the Granger will build a Sky Piercer, or are they gonna pull a, I don't care, I'm building Sky Piercer?
I mean, it could be Suyo, right?
Exactly.
I guess it depends on the course of the game.
It should be the Granger.
I think the Granger is the safer option. But if
Don't
Albert,
pick Granger.
I mean, if Yazuke wants to go crazy.
I mean, template Granger.
Yeah.
But if they find a snowball in the early game, they already have the Hilda, right? And the
Yeah.
Suyo, if they get early objectives, they can snowball. We can probably expect Suyo to go SP as well.
Yeah.
Imagine we see both.
No,
Bring out the ranked game meta,
that's
bro.
what I would do, but you know, there's a reason I'm not pro. EVOS, what are they gonna take away here?
Sora
You know-
gets banned out.
Sorry? Yeah, Sora gets banned out here. Alter Ego just respecting that. I think EVOS, they might want to respect the Farsa here. They do have the Leomord and the Marcel, some ways to actually deter the Farsa. But it is a counter to the Harith, right? On top of the Granger, could be a Granger Farsa to really neutralize the Harith.
Okay. They go for the Charisma ban first, actually. So, interesting. They're really pushing the EXP laners to the limit now.
Interesting. They ban out the Terizla. And the Yve gets banned out by Alter Ego. It is just respect out of, again, them already having the Suyo. They do not want to go up against the Yve either. But EVOS, are they just going to nail down the XP lanes instead? Heroes that can help the Suyo get neutral objective and can, again, put Albert in a tough spot around those neutral objective contests.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Alter Ego wants to go for a neutral objective contest against a Leomord Marcel, right? Your jungler can get frozen in time in the golden hour. The Leomord has a extra retreat. I mean, the Suyo can match that with the Soul Sever. But I feel like right now, EVOS are better geared for a proper Clash level 4.
All right. Let's see what it is. It is the Uranus ban, something the EVOS have been utilizing themselves last week with the Leomord. They ban out against Alter Ego. They know how annoying Nino is on that pick, but I think Nino has other plans, and certainly is another plan. Arlet instead of the Uranus. I think this was a little bit of an oversight unless EVOS have a sudden hidden counter, because they banned out the Phobias themselves. I thought they would ban out the Arlet too here.
To see what options they go for. Is that the Sora? I mean, do they want to go for some kind of engager? They already have two very strong frontliners. I think
It should be Lapu, right?
Yeah, more utility and damage is the idea, I think, for EVOS. And the Lapu really fits Luke. It fits in this composition in this game as well.
And they snatch the far side. That's why they don't ban it out. The Lapu-Lapu has called alter ego. Do they take the Valentina to steal away some of these big ultimates? Or do they play the normal game? We haven't seen too many Valentina mids in MPL ID. Only a few players have actually played it. But if there is a player that I trust on a Valentina, it should be Hijume.
Okay, Hijume has a wide hero pool as well, so he does have options. I mean, he picked up the Kagura yesterday, so...
Okay, maybe none of that.
It was a certain different case, right? He was up against the Faramis, I think.
Yeah.
Could it be the Lilia? I mean, we've seen it several times.
Yeah,
Not bad.
worked.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, it kind of works, but
Against the...
It's either Lilia or Zetian, right? Those are the two heroes that we commonly see. Or the Valentina. Those are the three
The
options.
Zetian, I'm not too big of a fan against Lapu.
a bit vulnerable,
Yeah.
by all means.
The Lilia, you do a lot of damage to the others.
Wow!
The Farsa outrageous here is what I was going to say. The Lo Yi becomes the option for alter ego. Man, they still want to go fast.
Oh,
Another
wow.
unique pick as well for our Hijume.
That changes things though. Like initially, right? It's dangerous for Evos, but now with the diversion curveball available, if they're able to use it effectively before, they can get a huge advantage in the turtle fight before the fight actually breaks out.
Yeah.
They can get the advantage when it comes to setup as well. Oh man, now I'm really worried for Evos.
I mean, the Alter Champs, they seem confident as well with that pick. They seem confident anyways. That's just the Alter Champs, man. Always supporting their team.
Absolutely. With the super fans behind them right now, ladies and gentlemen, Evos and Alter Ego collide once again. Lineup rating is going to favor Alter Ego. So will Hijume's Luo Yi be the tip of the spear in order for them to begin this best of three on their terms? With that, let's head into game number 1 between Alter Ego and Evos.
The sudden appearance of the Luo Yi, both teams competing for early game tempo. Stronger damage coming in from Evos, but there's some utility advantage for Alter Ego. It's going to be interesting when folks fasten your seatbelts.
Let's see it, folks. Okay, there is a... Oh, Albert with a quick poke there. Just shanking Alec real quick. RP, early on, level 1 is what you need to do as a Granger. You need to try to bypass the wave, get those shots on Erlan. But unfortunately, I think RP took a bad trade there. He walked in way too deep, and Erlan got the damage reduction from the turret in Tier 1. Albert already getting invaded. That's a lot of damage! Yasuke with a Soul Sever secures first blood on the baby alien.
Oh boy, early game Hilda pressure. That's what that is. Key trying to match the Hilda, but you can't do that on the Marshall.
Oh! Yasuke with 2! You know what? Turner might be right. Just give Yasuke the Sky Piercer.
I mean, at this point, that has to be the approach. Man, you cannot underestimate the Hilda, dude. Key on the Marcel, a utility-based, shielding-based hero, trying to go up against Hilda level 1. That is not it, man.
Arashi, the marksman emblem on the Suyo as well. I like this for Yasuke. He knows there are tanky dudes, but that double with the patch, right, from 5 to 10% adaptive penetration, you definitely felt it there.
I mean, penetration is so effective right now. Bargain Hunter for 2 members of EVOS as well. They are trying to snowball faster, and they are not really putting a lot of thought into how they're going to survive. So if Nino or Yasuke, as we just saw, really gets ahead right here, Tricky and Erlan are in absolute danger. There's a Purify for Erlan though, but oh, look at this. Key already getting forced away. The Marcel cannot be as annoying as he usually is.
No chance to contest this, man. I mean, they're going to go straight from the turtle into the purple buff. Albert stuck with the blade surge. Nino gets the final slash the flicker combo, and they take the purple away. And Arashi, this is why I said earlier, I thought Evos would prioritize the Suyo, because it's either that or the Leomord. Luke wants some smoke. He's making to be bursted down. Now as Alec jumps into the back line. Tricky still there with the feather airstrike as Yasuke charges the blade surge, but won't shoot it at Evos.
Finally, a trade back. The kill is on Key, though, unfortunately for EVOS.
Oh my god.
And they're losing hard in tempo, dude. There's so much clear, so much brawl potential. Nino.
Tricky doing a bit of damage there. Albert gonna try to help out as well. Yasuke has to walk away. Nino still wants to lay as much as he can. And truly, this is a very frustrating game for Albert on the Leomord. This is the 3rd minute of the game, and he has no Barbiel.
And look at the dynamic used here. The diversion used to send RP back to his lane. if you get creative with the diversion, it's so many things. Yasuke though, getting caught in the golden hour.
Golden hour for the airstrike coming down as well, but Alex right there in the back line. There's no man. Now Luke, really good stun on Yasuke, and finally they get the kill on him. It's Yasuke down. Hijime trying to cut away. Oh, Key with a flicker in, getting the stun, but now another mobilization. Almost getting the kill, Luke. Oh, he was one hit away, but Hijime took him down.
Man, too close for comfort. Fortunately, RP wasn't part of that fight. He already has the Sky Piercer, so he rushed it even before the Fury Hammer, expecting this to be a really, really fast game as Key has his eyes on him. The diversion, man, is throwing off so many calculations. I mean, the purple invade alone from Altrigo was so devastating to Albert's clear.
Man, Albert's still level 5. Yes, Yasuke got killed, but the thing is, it wasn't even a shutdown, Arashi. So for Altrigo, I think they just take that.
Oh, did Alec get the green cap? I don't think so.
No, Albert got 6. He got it.
Yeah, this is the issue, man. This is not even the dangerous grats, and Alec is having so much room to maneuver. Not enough damage to spare to take out Alex and the other members. So Alex is willing to take a sacrifice. Look at this, though.
Yeah, they're going to jump in on Nino, bursting him down real quick. Luke already bravest fighter, though, and Alec is in the back line. Tricky has to run away now. It's Alec getting bursted down by Luke, who gets a double. And Alter Ego to set their sights on the neutral objective.
All right, so Alter Ego are going to be able to pick up that neutral objective, but EVOS pick up Nino and Alec in return. At this point, Alter Ego still have the gold lead. They're still holding on to the economy with the pressure and the pacing that they've been able to get in the early stage of the game. But if this continues, can EVOS look for a pacing of their own?
I think once they really get their brawl items, the first few items that allows them to actually match Altrigo's aggression, they're fine. Their composition, by all means, is built to make those big moments happen and go for fights. Altrigo, though, I think pace-wise, they're always going to be one step ahead of EVOS just because of the diversion.
Okay, and we saw a diversion earlier on as well into the EXP lane, but fortunately for EVOS, they're not going to be able to get it, but now Hijime!
Oh, he gets caught, shoved out of the diversion as well. Now Nino, caught by Luke, has to flicker out.
All right, Hijime gets taken down, so EVOS are doing quick work as well.
Altrigo are really trying to maximize the low Yi usage, and you know that means Hijime oftentimes has to walk back to lane. EVOS did a great job there capitalizing on that factor. But again, the goal lead is still for Altrigo, and I think they're not really willing to give it up just yet. So look forward to a lot more brawls as Alec doing a great job spotting, man. Info-wise, I think Altrigo still has the huge advantage.
Despite going up against a Marcel, yeah?
Yep. What a recovery, by the way, for EVOS, right? Albert was 2 levels down at a certain point and 2 turtles down, yet he's only 1 level down now with all those brawls he took.
Definitely catching up at this point. We're going to wait a few more seconds until the next neutral objective spawns, and I think that's going to start signaling how this mid game is definitely going to go. Yasuke already picking up that green cam, taking it away from EVOS. So they're denying that gap even more. Alter Ego trying to do their best to keep an 1-up against Albert on the Leo one.
All right, eyes open on Hijime for sure. No diversion play though, they're just grouping around using Alec to zone.
Yep. Key in the front, Alex doing a good job zoning, baiting out the panel seat as well, but Luke now pops in bravest fighter. Albert regaining control, Luke getting the stun down, and that's Tricky with a feathered airstrike. Or actually, no, this went skill 2. Alex now stunned up by Tricky, and they go all in on him as Albert picks up the killing spree. But Yasuke still gets his hands on the turtle.
So this is the exact same story as the previous turtle. Alter Ego pick up the objective, but Evo still get Nino and Alec.
Diversion. Yasuke wing surge all in on Luke. He doesn't have the bravest fighter. He's so low. And it is a Sky Piercer stack for RP. Now Albert jumps in, but Yasuke with the blade surge tap blinks away.
Right, the target gets taken out for EVOS though, and they're still trying to get something more here. Oh, but that's right.
No, he gets the wings by wings. Oh, he gets bonked. Cancel in the air. A mistake by Tricky. A gamble that he took.
Very aggressive by Tricky there. And of course, there should be a little bit of pressure perhaps coming into this match, considering he is going in the hands and into the shoes of Hugh. Very reactive. He's been doing okay so far, but giving that kill over, I'm not sure about that.
I mean, the pace and the tempo is where it gets difficult if you don't have experience, right? A lot of these moves are improv from both teams, and Tricky, you know, he's playing with some real experienced players here, and he's kind of a little bit outclassed. Look at this, though.
Good disengage by Key. Gets pulled back by the rotation. RP! Oh, the body block by Erlan. And Key has to flick around. Now Yazuki gets caught in the bond force of Erlan. But he won't be able to just chase him into that tri-bush.
Ooh, man. That was a dangerous one. Yazuki immediately not wasting any time at all. Every single time there was some kind of fight, some kind of skirmish, he just finds time to steal away camps from Albert, which is why he is actually the same level despite, you know, despite trying their best to put Albert behind. He's actually keeping up.
RP has to respect his Aman force. Erlan is, again, getting forgotten. Alter Ego have forgotten about him the entire game.
Yeah, still standing at 0-0-3, not punished, not anything just yet, not hindered as well. And he's not far behind of RP either against the Granger. So he already has that first item down. I think the second one is already built up as well.
Oh, it's a bit different though. It's a Lord this time, right? I think Alter Ego are very happy to trade 1 or 2 members for a Lord at this point. Diversion to the mid lane though. Alright, just 4 rotations. Now RP with the Sky Piercer is in the vicinity. Evo's gotta be careful trading kills, man. Sky Piercer stacks are already devastating, but in the hands of RP even more so.
But that tower's gonna go down in the top lane in favor of Alter Ego. So Alter Ego very quick with the macro plays as well, very objective-centered.
Might still be pushing for Alter Ego even with a 2k gold lead. Evo is now they're caught in a tough situation as Alec finds himself behind enemy lines.
Golden hour on the Lord. This is the lane. Erlan gonna go in as well. Pan of Seed, he's shooting in. What? Gets the Lord. RP slashed down by both the bruisers. It's Albert and Luke on him. Alec in the back line over on Erlan, but Erlan pops in his on force, and now it's another for Albert. Getting a double. A shank in front. Albert jumps in, but he gets stunned on their turret. And now it's Yazuki looking for the play. The feathered airstrike takes Nino low. Not in range just yet. Low. Gets the kill. Now Yazuki caught. Past the blade surge away. Erlan leaving to chase Tricky. Flickers in forward aggressively, and the Phantom Steed comes back for Albert.
And he almost gets him in the process, but wait a second.
Alec, try to defend mid, will be able to, but it really seems like he only delayed the inevitable in mid.
Literally everyone fell then, right, in the escapade? Except for Yasuke?
I think so. RP was the immediate main target. They did get the Lord, and they will be able to use it macro-wise, but Evos, they understood what Alter Ego were trying to do, and they made sure that they paid heavily for that. The Lightning Truncheon competed for Tricky as well, so the pickup game very much is alive for Evos, and the Lord isn't really being escorted right now. Alter Ego might not be able to get there in time.
I'm pretty sure they should be able to get that mid-tier turret. Oh! Airstrike, Yasuke! Very aggressive as well. Gonna be able to cancel that further airstrike as well, but that's it. They've been able to clear that mid lane. That mid turret doesn't fall. The Lord is still pushing and crashing into the bottom side. We do see a diversion play.
Get spotted in the bush, Nino. Good read there. Alec. Wow, he actually baits out the Phantom Steed. I don't know about this, Evos. Alec. Oh, there you go. They find the shots in the end. Alec taken out. But they've used quite a... Even the Golden Hour. They're going to get turrets off of this. I don't think that was worth it.
Wait, hang on a second. Did you see that? The Lord kind of backtracked on the bottom, got pulled away by Erlan. So the protection in the bottom lane is still very much up.
But the whole shield goes down
crash.
anyways.
Wow. Despite Erlan's best effort. So Alter Ego taking away almost all the turrets, concealed from Key to transfer it back.
Phantom Steed, Hijime, forced to flicker out. Erlan committed Saman force dashes away from the final slash of Nino.
Yeah, Nino doesn't get it. Doesn't look for a trade as well. How? What? So at the end of the day, after everything and all that effort, who was it in favor of? Evos or Alter Ego?
I think Alter Ego, man. Alter Ego has... I mean, both teams have okay scaling by all means, but I think Evos wanted to be a bit more dominant in the brawls, and Alter Ego have been able to maintain a gold advantage throughout the whole thing. They have a turret... they've had turret advantage for a while now. Now with the low Yi, they can rotate in a more confusing manner, and Evos don't really have an answer for it.
But right now, even from the drafts, right, we were talking about Alter Ego and their snowballing, right? They technically haven't really built up a snowball because of the trades that Evos have been able to get up until this point in time, right? They get more trades and kills. They were able to get more team fights as well. And RP doesn't have his Sky Piercer stack anymore, right? He got killed after he got that first Sky Piercer stack.
That's true. And he only had one anyway, so it wasn't really a significant amount. But the control is the same story here. Alec can zone everyone the same way he's been doing And there's not much EVOS can do about it unless they want to spend resources.
Whoa. Goes in with the power of wildness. Luke, Bravest Fighter, Nino missing the final slash. Albert walks in with Phantom Seed, now brings Alec back, but Immortality is the only thing they get right now. They go for the kill, and it's Airline who picks it up. 2 ultimates down, 3. Make it 3 with Tricky as well. The Lord gets reset. Nino's clearing in the mid lane.
Oh, Nino's got to be careful here. Walking into 3.
Uh-oh. Feather Airstrike again, right as it's off cooldown. And Alter Ego, all this time, all the golden hour catches Albert right on the edge. Well played, Alter Ego.
Beautifully played. They lose Alec in the process, sure. They use Nino as bait for
Wow.
EVOS to move away from the Lord. They were able to take resources away from EVOS as well. The Feather Airstrike used, Key's ultimate used as well, the Golden Hour. And in the end, Alter Ego were able to pick up the Lord once again. Now the big question is now, will they be able to utilize it better than they did in that first Lord?
They can get a beast turret for sure, but they have to be careful, man. The Siege, they don't have a lot of range except for Arfi, and they're up against a Farsa, right? If Alec can maybe stop the Feather Airstrike, that's a different story. But look at this pressure.
Lord should get a charge in. It's half HP. Luke, good job there.
Whoa!
Dive into the back line, gets stunned up earlier, but will be able to escape. The Lord does get a charge in the end as Key walks out. Luke jumps on Hijime with no flinker, and that's a flinker for Hijime. Right up on time. Now it's Nino walking up. The golden hour delays it. The shots from Arfi. Those are a lot of stacked shots on the golden hour that just bursts him down. Feathered Airstrike out of range for that last shot on Nino.
And he doesn't go down despite how much damage Tricky was able to obtain, especially with the amount of items he has under his belt as well. Fortunately for Alter Ego, they're still going to be able to get that down. Evo's looking for a pick here.
You want to find something,
Yeah.
but it won't be allowed. Yazuke? Oh, yeah, he does not want to go in right there. Not enough info. The base turret on the top side, though, took a ton of damage there for Alter Ego. So it's not on the far side, but it's extra pressure they can use to make sure EVOS makes mistakes in this late game. Quick item check, and Arfi is all basically full build at this point with the rose gold even. It won't save him from a full channel Feather Airstrike, but Tricky's only on 3 items.
Ooh, Alec. Okay. It's just a bait of a diversion there.
So that gold lead on Arfi, yeah? 2,000. Right now, Alter Ego are holding the economy with 2,200k gold, and at this point in time, Alter Ego have all that gold mostly on Arfi. And the fact that he was able to get that Skypiercer stack as well, now Evos also still need to be really careful about Arfi's potential.
In the same vein, though, Alter Ego has to be careful about Airline's potential. He is a late game Harith with a Purifier, right? He can be really active in some of these team fights. So definitely Alter Ego needs to save some, some spells, some flickers to get out of the rage of the Zaman Force as well.
All right. And here comes the calm before the storm. 14 seconds for the next to
What is that burst? What?
What? Now you see him, now you don't. Key has been taken down. 30 seconds for him to spawn back into the game. Alter Ego, perfect timing for the next Lord.
I mean, man, the Marcel isn't meant to be a big tanky character, right? He's more utility-based. The tankiness comes from the shielding, but we did not expect that kind of damage coming through from Alter Ego. Just like that, Evos has no one to scout, no one to try and make a play happen, so they're forced to back away. Clean Lord take there from Alter Ego.
Where did that damage come from?
I mean,
Hijime.
yeah, both physical and magical, and then Alec as well. It was just all of them using their skills together. That's why it looked like they went 100-0 real quick.
Yep.
Not even a chance to breathe.
I mean, the Marcel can get a higher HP flow, right? All his max HP gets converted, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he's surprisingly squishy, and he only now has the class of the Oasis. So he's been itemizing for personal tankiness, and you just saw it. It wasn't good enough.
Absolutely not. I mean, that 2,000 gold lead from Alter Ego that we were talking about earlier on has evolved to 5,000. And now the Lord is knocking on the top side of the map, and every single lane is pushing.
Yeah, they get the parlay. Nino with the final slash. Over on 2! He gets caught again. It's Luke with the bravest fighter, but it's going to be the golden hour. There's Albert, goes godlike in the back, and RP gets taken to Albert! Oh my goodness! He saves the game for the team. He gets a triple while he's all alone.
That's a balance here if I've ever seen one, man. Albert 1v4, 1v3, getting 3 kills. That's just ridiculous, man. All Trigo, they used Alec, they used everything they had to really pressure the base turret, but they forgot that Albert is still very much on curve, very much in the game here on a carry jungle. That was crazy.
Just when Albert was starting to become forgotten, 936 KDA right now, and now the tides have shifted. EVOS are now pushing in. They pick up a turret, but there is still a small save and grace for Alter Ego in the fact that they were still able to get that inhibitor turret in the top side of the map that Alter Ego should be able to utilize in their favor come the next Lord.
Ooh, wow. Better airstrike immediately in case that diversion was taken. You're seeing no hesitation from EVOS, man. I'm liking their odds in the late game here, but yeah, in the macro department, against a diversion, it's already a tall order. Now with a base tower down on the far side, Alter Ego should be able to maneuver their way macro-wise into an easy Lord.
Okay, we're gonna take a look at a replay now presented to you by the official gaming phone of what occurred earlier in that base.
So Albert, there.
Yep. Just dashes in there in the back line. There's not enough damage to take him out. And for the most part, again, initially, they sent Alec under turret to try and pressure EVOS off. That's definitely something that Alter Ego will not give up again. Kido,
The position.
golden hour.
Oh, he gets Hijime. Gets a stun inside of the golden hour as well as the Phantom Sea gets used out. Hijime in the back just get, the final slash into the back as well. RP going for the hits. Luke with the jump with the stun as well. He's going with the radius slashes. RP dodging away as Yasuke goes for the 1v1 over on Albert. Oh! And Albert's still able to survive, but Yasuke and Albert both find the immortality. Albert, can he switch up more items? My goodness, he can. But he still gets slain by Yasuke as Luke will lose his immortality and his life to RP. The Executioner picking up another kill. Only Tricky, one man, the replacement left to defend. Yasuke with the wave up top. Going in, feathered airstrike, big bong, and he tries to blink around and he tries to clear out the wave with the blade surge, and now Nino walks up as well. Alter Ego take game number 1.
And they close it out with a wiped out, ladies and gentlemen. EVOS tried their best to halt the momentum that Alter Ego were building from the early game. Pushed it to the 20th minute, and they finally get their win. Alter Ego, first match, first game.
A competitive game right there, but Alter Ego, man, they keep their head in the game. They know what they're looking for. And despite it looking so close, they found a way to win in such a clean fashion. That is so impressive, man. EVOS did not see it coming.
I really don't think that was a clean game, but it was clean Alter Ego. It's the brawl that they want, it's their style, it's what Alter Ego regard as a clean game.
I mean, it's a clean finish.
Yeah.
The game was not clean by all means. It was a messy brawl all the way since the beginning, since level 2.
Oh man.
But the way Alter Ego find these endgame team fights and come out on top with 4 members standing, like, how?
I got no clue. Luke did his best as well. There's so many things happening at once. And this 1v1 of the junglers, man. Both buying Immo. That's crazy. Oh, what a play.
He goes Winter here, but eventually Yasuke gets the kill. That really saved the day, honestly. If Yasuke got taken out there, I don't think they would have ended up this way. But GG to Albert. Nice try as well to Albert and for the rest of the team, because man, that was quite entertaining first game.
Quite entertaining? That was a very entertaining first game, man. Again, especially with Tricky coming in, I think a lot of people were expecting a bit more of a dominant performance from Alter Ego, but hey, EVOS, man, not bad. Not bad at all.
I feel like Tricky is more
Tricky?
tricky, yeah. Like he's brave to make these crazy things, whereas Few seems to be like a mid laner who's more like responsible. Does that make sense?
Discipline.
Responsible.
I like the word responsible.
Responsible.
Because like Tricky, he made that move and then he died for it. But in some cases, he's also the big person in these team fights.
It's like an X Factor type
An
deal,
X
you know.
factor.
He's willing to take risks.
Yes, but he doesn't have the calculation right just yet.
You know, takes time.
Takes time. Pretty cool, pretty cool. The critical moment from our first game, ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
actually the Albert play here, diving in the back. Man, this hero is just crazy, man. The Leomord in the right hands, I think it's very different. A basic Leomord and a really good Leomord. But this team fight, again, the way Altrigo were able to split the fights over, I think EVOS would have benefited from a big AoE, clumped up type of team fight. And Altrigo recognized that. And so they're like, okay, cool. We're going to put Hijume, Yazuke, and Arfi all different places. EVOS, take your pick. We'll spread your numbers thin and win that way instead.
But at the end of the day, the one that benefited was Yasuke, player of the game, presented to you by the official gaming phone Infinix GT50 Pro on the Suyo here. Considering that he's on a non-Leomord, I mean, when we see Yusuke, we usually see him as like a Leomord player, but his Suyo was also very active around the map.
I mean, don't forget, this guy is a very dangerous assassin player as well. That was why he's so dangerous. Fighters, utility, assassins, he finds a way to be really impressive in all three types of junglers. This early play though, this was insane. The version usage by Altrigo was definitely on point. In the mid game though, I think the surprise factor coming in from EVOS, the fact that Luke is willing to go in and get some of these dives here, some of these trades, caught Altrigo just a little bit off guard. But overall, the game plan was still the same. Send Alec in, let Alec zone, right? Use his ultimate to stop the Feather airstrike and go for mutual objective. And despite EVOS finding ways to at least punish Altrigo for going for these turtles, for the early Lord as well, they lost 3 members for the first Lord, Altrigo, and they always had like at least 1,700 to 1,000 gold lead at all times. So it's hard to see it any other way except Altrigo having everything calculated, man.
Please, man. Like,
oh, this moment. Oh,
yeah,
man.
The build-up, bullets there, yeah. Luke, he just had to take it like a good boy with the golden hour there. It's crazy to me that Yazuke always got the neutral objectives when EVOS won the fights. Like, Alter Ego, usually it would be them who would give away neutral objectives to win the fight, right? But it's the opposite this time around.
Man, it's like a macro-oriented Altrigo. We've seen the brawl style a lot, more than necessary almost. But this macro style where they don't care, they lose fights, but they get the objectives, they get the turret advantage, they get the pressure, the farm, This is different, man. It's so impressive to see Altrigo have this many different looks.
I feel like we saw glimpses of that type of gameplay from yesterday.
Right.
Against Geek in their second match.
Yeah.
Like where they're a little bit more macro focused instead of prioritizing the brawls above everything else. So, and now Alter Ego's gameplay is starting to evolve, and that gets a little scary.
Gotta give a shout out to Hijume as well, though. The Lo Yi, again, it's a hero we haven't seen in a long time. He made it work, man. I'm curious to see the damage numbers because Lo Yis are usually